What's up, everybody? My name's Big Cam. Welcome back to another Comically Boston Monday podcast. Today we will be talking about the weekly nerdy news and all the nerdy stuff that happened over the last week. There's some DC castings that were some pretty exciting stuff. We have a movie slate for 2025, also Marvel's Studios slate for 2025, a first look and a poster that for Captain America Brave New World and Tim Blake Nelson's character of the Leader. We have a Baddie of the Week for this here podcast, and then we shall be discussing all of the winners at last night's 82nd Golden Globes. And it was a good one, and it was hosted by Nikki Glaser, and she crushed it, but we'll get more into that at the end of today's episode. So let's jump right on in to the weekly nerdy news, shall we? So we'll start off today with the DC news from last week, and this was exciting stuff. About 2 years ago, Jason Mamoa on Instagram, as the Pride of Gypsies, posted a video leaving Warner Brothers, and he was all excited. He goes, I can't talk about what, but oh, I love James Gunn, I love Peter Safran, and this was like right after they took over. So this is what he posted just the other day. It says, so Lobo was... ... I collected comics, and I don't do so much anymore, but he was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo, because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role. He said, I mean, listen, if they call and ask me to play him, it's a fuck yeah. And I haven't received that call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there, but if they ever call me and ask me to play or ask me to audition, I'm there. And then the post with that picture said they called, right? So everyone started going, wait a second, is Jason Mamoa cast as James Gunn's DCU Lobo, the main man himself? He's like a cigar-smoking, tattooed bounty hunter, right? Like, the character of Lobo looks more like Jason Momoa than Aquaman did, you know what I mean? But this is also confirmed by a post on Jason Momoa's story, and it is a script for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is going to be starring Millie Alcock as Supergirl, and it says, for Lobo's eyes only, and he's sitting by a fire pit smoking a stogie. So he is already method acting and already fully entrenched in his role as Lobo, and you love to see it. And some people in Zack Snyder's DCU might be upset because none of their people are coming back, but James Gunn was like, you're all fired, but you get to stay. So Jason Momoa is Lobo in the DCU. How exciting. Not necessarily news, but just wanted to say now that it's 2025, that means anything from 2005 is a 20-year anniversary, which means Revenge of the Sith is now 20-year anniversary, and I think I just went to the 25th anniversary of The Phantom Menace last year and was able to see it in theaters, which I had never gotten to because I was born in 99, so I never had gotten to see that one in theaters, so I got to see it last year. That was exciting stuff. So maybe I'll get to see Revenge of the Sith this year in theaters. That should be cool. But I think I might have seen this one back in 2005. I would have been 6. That sounds a lot more like the age that I got into Star Wars, you know, and I think it was because Revenge of the Sith was coming out and it was going to be such a huge movie, and it was. I remember having all the toys, all the Anakin action figures, the Grievous, Obi-Wan, Lego, you know, I had all of this stuff when I was a kid. Lightsabers, the ones that retractable out, you know, not the cool ones that light up and shit. But the movie slate for 2025 has some exciting stuff on it. And coming out soon, we have Wolfman, January 17th. That does look interesting. Love Hurts, February 7th, with Ke Huy Quan starring as he's like a retired hitman turned real estate agent. I don't know why or what that movie is gonna be, but it does look hilarious, so I can't wait to see it. Valentine's Day of February, we have Captain America Brave New World coming out, so talk about that in just a second more as well. Snow White comes out March 21st. The Minecraft movie in April. Mickey 17 in April. Thunderbolts in May. I'm starting to skip around this list a little bit because there's a lot on here. The Lilo and Stitch movie. Tom Cruise's final Mission Impossible movie, maybe. The Final Reckoning is in May 23rd. There's a new Karate Kid movie coming out. The Ballerina movie comes out in June. How to Train Your Dragons live action. Brad Pitt's F1 movie comes out in June. 28 years later, I heard, is very hyped, and people are very excited for that. I haven't seen the A Quiet Place movies myself. I'm not a very scary boy, but comment below. Should I check those Quiet Place movies out? I'd love to know those type of things in the comments section down below. Megan 2 coming in June. I'm very excited for the new Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, from director Gareth Edwards, starring Scarlett Johansson, so that's going to be kind of fun. July 2nd, so that will be kind of what, July 4th weekend. July 11th, the following weekend, we get James Gunn's Superman. I'm so excited for that. Fantastic Four comes the end of July. Ooh, so excited for those. That month of July is going to be crazy for the movies. It looks like I'm going to be at the movie theaters at least 3 times in the month of July. The Naked Gun remake comes out in August. Freakier Friday, so the Freaky Friday sequel is coming back. Tron Ares, Mortal Kombat 2, The Wicked 2 is going to be out. The Running Man, Predator Badlands, and of course ending out the year with Avatar 3, Fire and Ash. And just very excited for December 19th, 2025. To have Avatar 3 in our eyeballs. Like, I can't believe we're now, what, 2 years from Avatar 2 and, what, 12, 14 years from Avatar 1? Like, that's insanity. But I love the Avatar movies, so I cannot wait to see what James Gunn has in store for the 3rd of the Avatar movies. And I'm pretty sure he had already shot the 4th and 5th one, or like he's working on those already, so who knows? James Cameron, mastermind of a director. But Marvel slate of next year, we talked about a couple of these, but coming up this month in January, we will be covering Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's an animated series. And then, of course, on Valentine's Day, we will be covering all of the events that happened in Captain America Brave New World. March 4th, Daredevil Born Again comes out. So excited for that season. I think that's going to be like 10 episodes, so maybe 10 weeks of Daredevil Born Again. So excited to cover that on the channel here in 2025. Thunderbolts, May 2nd. Ironheart coming in June. Finally, with this show, it should have come out in 2023, 2022. Now it's finally coming to us in 2025. I'm excited to see Riri Williams and The Hood and see where that goes. Fantastic Four First Steps. We just talked about how excited and how cool that's going to be. Giacchino's score for that sounds awesome. 2 animated projects that some people may have forgotten about, but is coming this year. August 6th, Eyes of Wakanda, and then October 3rd, Marvel Zombies. And then to end out the year, we're going to have Marvel television show Wonder Man, starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen and Trevor Slattery, which is Ben Kingsley, I think is his name. But running through December. So is Wonder Man going to be a Christmas show? I mean, I hope so. I love when Marvel did that Hawkeye Christmas show. So having a show run through the holidays that's not going to be, you know, What If season 2 and 3, I'm excited to get back towards like the Hawkeye holiday season type of thing, you know, like it hit so good the first year and I loved it, and I'm excited for Marvel to have a show through the holidays again. But Captain America Brave New World released 2 new posters for Tim Blake Nelson's The Leader, and it seems like, hey, he's going to be big green and he might have that big green practical head. Ooh, who knows, it might look weird, it might look right. Samuel Stearns, though, is returning for Captain America Brave New World, which is just crazy to think that, like, we're getting Hulk ties, 2008's or 2007's Hulk with Edward Norton. We're bringing back Tim Blake Nelson from that movie into a Phase 5 movie, right? Like, this is barely Phase 1 of Marvel. We're bringing him Phase 5 all the way now into 2025. Oh, by the way, we're going to bring back your character. Like, that is an Easter egg. Like, that's like, oh, planting that seed way back there and letting that seed grow into a big giant green head. Who knows? But I'm excited for Tim Blake Nelson because I know he's a phenomenal actor, so it is what it is. Last thing I want to say before we get into the 82nd Golden Globe winners, Baddie of the Week. I haven't done one since probably early 2024. It was one of the early things I did on the Comically Boston podcast, like episode 1, 2, and 3, probably, what, 3 years ago at this point. But we are at episode 226, and the Baddie of the Week is Rebecca goddamn Ferguson, just because she released, or they released, this photo shoot that she did for award season. She's filming Silo, she did Dune Part 2, Rebecca Ferguson's a fucking savage, and she looks so goddamn beautiful, and the tattoo, everything about this image was flooding Twitter, and everyone was losing their minds, and I lost my mind as well. That's why Rebecca Ferguson is the baddie of the week. But I watched the 82nd Golden Globes last night, and it was awesome, and I don't know why I watch these. I always watch the awards shows, and I think it's mostly just to see actors you like and, you know, people interacting, celebrities that you like from different things. Like, I love Jodie Foster, but I didn't watch True Detective Night Country. But seeing her interact with Eva Longoria, or you know what I mean? Like, just seeing her interact with Kate Winslet, and just like they're, you know, shouting at each other out in the crowd, like just seeing actors and celebrities, people that you think of being larger than life, just being cool people and just being nerds, and, like, you know, even having anxiety and being too drunk and being like, oh my god, I didn't think I was gonna win, oh my god, there's Robert De Niro, hi, oh my god, you're awesome, you know, like, just people losing their minds in the cutest, funniest of ways. And then you get like things like this, where Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford weren't necessarily nominated for any awards last night, but they were presenting, and they presented the animated award for the best animation or whatever, and I remember their interaction far more than the actual who won the award, you know? I had to write it down, go back, but them two together are hilarious, and it's moments like this, you know, Vin Diesel walks out and just looks down, and Dwayne Johnson's sitting right in front of him. If you guys know anything about rumors around Hollywood, apparently those two haven't talked since Fast 5 or whenever the last Fast and Furious movie they did together was, and there was big beef. Vin wants him back. The Rock's like, fuck you, I'm not coming back, right? Like, they're trying to make, what, an 11th one? So he's trying to bring him back for the 11th one, and he literally walks up and goes, hey, Dwayne, and Dwayne's just kind of like, fuck are you calling me out for on live TV? And just kind of looked at him, you know, but like, Dwayne's also not presenting, so is he supposed to talk at this moment? You know, like, he's just sitting in the crowd like, that wasn't supposed to happen right now, you know? Like, I love moments like that for television, right? And Nikki Glaser hosted, and she crushed, and every time she came out and did a bit, she did like I'm Popular from Wicked, but she did it with the Pope hat on from Conclave. Oh, you're gonna be popular, popular, and then turns around and goes, oh, this is shit? Oh, this sucks really bad? You know, and everyone started pissing themselves. Like, it seemed like everyone had a good time. It also seemed like they maybe went a few minutes over, but hey, it is what it is. Most of these shows don't end on time. But the first award of the night went for Best Female Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture, and the winner went to Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez crushed it this evening, and Zoe Saldana clearly did not think she was going to win because she immediately burst into tears, and this is to start the show off, so like her speech was real moving. I was like, first one of the night? God, I'm already, oh, don't make me teary-eyed, Zoe Saldana. You know, they start playing the music on her, and she's like, no, wait, I have to thank my family. She's got tears. She's like, my mom, I love you. You know, like, Zoe Saldana's a beast. The next award of the night went for Best Female Actress in a TV series, musical, or comedy, and the winner went to Jean Smart for Hacks. I was like, good for them. I haven't seen Hacks. I like Jean Smart, but Agatha all along was up for that one, Kathryn Hahn, and she lost, and I was like, oh, I know Marvel's probably not going to get recognized on any of these award shows, but hey, I'm still pulling for my people, you know, Kathryn Hahn, my girl. The next award was Best Male Actor in a Supporting Role in a Motion Picture, and that went to Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, a movie that's a comedy starring alongside him is Jesse Eisenberg, who also wrote and directed that movie, and apparently it's really good, so that's now on my list of things I need to see. But there was quite a few other supporting actors in a motion picture. I literally started writing down Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2, and they gave it to Kieran Culkin. I was like, holy shit, I gotta see this movie. But I was also thinking this, you know, the Emilia Perez Awards and a couple of the things that got awarded tonight. I have a feeling, I don't know if it's going to be the same, like, most of the time it's like whatever one is going to win at all of the award shows, and they're going to sweep. Like a couple years ago it was Oppenheimer, The Bear, you know, like anything that like you thought was going to win, won. And I felt like going through this list, everything that won, I was like, oh really? Okay. So I wonder if Golden Globes maybe was giving out awards that they thought weren't going to win at the Oscars or the Emmys, or you know what I mean? But, you know, maybe that's just my opinion. The next award was Best Actor in a TV Series Drama winner, and that was Hiroyuki Sanada for Shogun. Hell yeah, shout out Shogun. He has now won an Emmy and a Golden Globe for his performance. Best Female Actress in a Supporting Role on a Television Series was Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer. That's apparently a wonderful series on Netflix that I have not checked out, but I've heard great things about. Best Male Actor in a Supporting Role is Tadanobu Asano, which is a great actor who was also in Shogun, and he walks up and didn't think he was going to win. He was like, oh my god, you guys maybe don't know me? Hi. Like, and he was a hilarious character in Shogun, and probably one of the moments and characters that you're like, this character is one of my favorite ones because he adds some levity to the moment, you know? It wasn't all so doom and gloom every second of that show with him around. Jeremy Allen White wasn't there, but he won Best Male Actor in a TV Series, Musical, or Comedy, and for The Bear Season 3, which a lot of people didn't think was all that great. Best Screenplay for a Motion Picture went to Conclave. Best Stand-Up Performance went to Ali Wong. Best Non-English Motion Picture Speaking Language Film won for Emilia Perez. Best Male Actor in a Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Made-for-TV Movie was Colin Farrell for The Penguin. Hell yeah, shout out my fucking boy Colin Farrell, what's good? I jumped out of my seat. I was like, The Penguin! You know, I was like, this is one of the shows that I thought should win a ton of awards, and of course, Colin Farrell getting put on that pounds and pounds of makeup. Obviously, they're going to get some type of recognition for this, but I felt like it should have got Best Show Limited Series, and Kristen Milioti should have won for her category as well, for Sophia Falcone. Best Female Actress in a Limited Series went to Jodie Foster for Night Country: True Detective, and she's great, and I love Jodie Foster, but she beat Kristen Milioti for Sophia Falcone, and I was like, oh no, she was robbed. Now I need to go see Night Country to see if I was correct about her being robbed, but still, I was like pulling for Kristen Milioti. Best Female Actor, Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, and this was a very tough category. It had like Wicked, Challengers, and Dea. There was a lot in here, and the winner went to Demi Moore for Substance. Her first time, she said this was her first time winning anything, and she's been acting for 45 years. She did movies like Ghost with friggin' Patrick Swayze, G.I. Jane, right? Like, Demi Moore is a phenomenal actress. And she was clearly, you know, up in her age, she's probably like 60-something now, and she's like, I've never won an award. I was not thinking about acting, and then this crazy script came across my desk, and now people are raving that The Substance is one of the best movies of the year, although everyone does agree that it is body horror and crazy and creepy. So, I don't know. I still need to see it, but I'm a scared boy, and I don't want to be grossed out. But I'm gonna have to anyways. Best Male Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy went to Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. That's the movie with like the elephant man looking thing, and I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but Sebastian Stan picking up his first Golden Globe and his first award, and he was ecstatic about that as well. And seeing him and Anthony Mackie backstage afterwards celebrating, you know, warms the heart, and just to see them two geeking out together and ruining other people's interviews for entertainment tonight. So funny. Best Motion Picture Animation winner went to Flow, a movie about a cat. I initially heard Flow and thought it was about periods. Fucking moving on. Best Director for a Motion Picture went to Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, which won a couple awards tonight. Best Original Score for a Motion Picture went to Challengers, which is very interesting, like that techno, right? Like that was Challengers pretty much the entire movie, but hey, Zendaya crushed it, so Best Original Score, it won something. Best Original Song in a Motion Picture went to Emilia Perez again, another one. Cinematic Box Office Achievement Award went to Wicked, right? They had to give Wicked some type of acknowledgement. Is what it is. Best Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Made-for-TV Movie goes to Baby Reindeer. I thought The Penguin should have won this, but hey, Baby Reindeer I'm going to have to go check out. Best TV Series, Musical, or Comedy went to Hacks. Her and Gene, the show and Gene Smart won, so hey, maybe that just goes to show that this year The Bear didn't win that category, and The Bear crushed the first 2 seasons in that category. Best female actor in the TV series is, for a drama, is Anna Sawai for Shogun. Love to see that. Anya Sawai crushed it in that show, and she's so beautiful that, like, you know, she just deserves all the awards. She's also in Monarch Legacy of the Monsters, so I believe she's coming back for season 2 of that. That's exciting stuff. Best TV series drama goes to Shogun. Best female actress in a motion picture drama goes to Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. I never heard of that movie and never heard of this woman, but she gave a pretty moving speech, and hey, she won Best Female Actor in a Motion Picture, so hey, shout out to her. Best Male Actor in a Motion Picture went to Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. Best Motion Picture Drama went to The Brutalist, and the last award of the night was Best Picture Musical or Comedy, and that went to Emilia Perez. So Shogun won 4 awards, Emilia Perez won 4 awards, The Brutalist won 3 awards, Hacks won 2, Baby Reindeer won 2, Colin Farrell won for The Penguin. But I feel like Kristen Milioti and The Penguin as a show should have gotten recognized more. But hey, this is the first one of the year. I'm pretty sure we also have, what, the Emmys, the Oscars, you know. So I'm pretty sure there's a few more award shows coming up pretty soon. So stay tuned for those. I shall be covering those and the winners of that as well. What is your favorite movie coming to this year? 2025's movie slate is going to be insane. Marvel Television, I'm going to be covering much of this. Very excited for Daredevil Born Again in March. Captain America Brave New World and Valentine's Day. James Gunn's DCU just keeps getting bigger and denser. And, oh, so good. But comment below, do you watch the Golden Globes? Are you excited for things like this? Are you excited for next year and this 2025 coming up? What is your most anticipated shows or movies of this year? Comment below. And if you're somebody that watches this awards season, who do you think is going to win the Oscar for Best Picture, Best Actor, all that type of thing? Comment those things down in the comment section below for me. Or if you want to message me on my other social medias, links down in the description below. Big Cam, 2 G's in the Big, pretty much anywhere and you can find me. Thank you guys so much for coming on by. My name is Big Cam once again, and I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.